Hi students, welcome back to our session. Today's session we are going to discuss compound interest. Exercise 2C. Here we have the first problem. A sum is invested at compound interest. So we don't know the sum how much it is compounded yearly if the interest for 2 successive years. So here this is the first year and this it is the second year. 2 successive years interest they have given. This is interest they have given. We need to calculate the rate of interest. Is it clear? So here in this exercise we are going to use a formula here. Rate of interest is equal to difference in the interest of 2 successive years or it is periods into 100 divided by compound interest of preceding year into time. Okay, this is a formula. Now here if you look at this, the given conditions we have here, preceding year it is nothing but the previous year. Totally we have 2 years, right? So the preceding year it is nothing but rupees 5,700. So here preceding year or first year compound interest they have given it as 5,700 rupees, and second year they have given here compound interest for second year is equal to rupees 7,410. Now if you look at these two questions, here we have difference in the interest of 2 successive years. So difference it is nothing but we are going to subtract both the years. Interest we are going to subtract. So this is always you remember the when you compare to the first year, the second year compound interest it is more. So 7,410 minus 5,700. So this is the difference between 2 successive years into 100 divided by compound interest for preceding year. So this it is nothing but the previous year what they have given 5,700. So 5,700 into the time period it is 2 successive years, right? See here first year to second year. So totally you will be having only 12 months. It is nothing but 1 year. So 1 year you have the time. So next you need to simplify this value. So when you subtract what we are going to get 7,410 5,700. If you subtract 0 1, here it is 14 7 means 7 and 6 minus 1. So you will get 1710 into 100 divided by 5,700. Now if you simplify this, 2 zeros it will get cancelled. Now here 157 is 57, 7 it is unit digit, 3 7 3s are 21, so 3 times, so 30. So here we are going to get 30%. So whenever you are going to find the rate of interest, always you have to show the answer in percentage. So this is the answer. Next we will move to the next question. Okay, now look at the second question. Here we have a certain sum. So when they have given certain sum means we don't know the principal. So here principal is unknown value. Principal it is unknown. a certain sum accounts to rupees 5292 in 2 years. Okay, this is the 2 years they have given. So amount in 2 years, amount in 2 years, amount in 2 years is equal to rupees 5292 rupees, and 5556.60 in 3 years. Okay, so here amount in 3 years, amount in 3 years, amount in 3 years they have given rupees 5556.60. Now we need to here interest being compounded annually. So here compounded annually, find the rate of interest, and we need to find out the original sum. Now if you look at this, whenever they have given the interest like two consecutive interest or amount, interest or amount value, if they have given, if they ask us to find out the rate of interest, okay, we have to use, whenever they have given the two consecutive interest or it may be two consecutive amounts, we have to use the same formula to find out the rate of interest. Okay, so in the previous problem they have given two consecutive interest, but here they have given two consecutive amounts they have given. So we are going to use the same formula here to find the rate of interest. So here rate of interest, rate of interest is equal to, we have here the formula, difference between the amounts of 2 years, amounts of 2 successive years, 2 successive years into 100 divided by, here we need to take the preceding amount of preceding year, amount of preceding year into the time. So if you look at this here, this is the amount at the end of the second year, amount at end of second year, end of second year, and this is the amount at the end of third year, at the end of third year. Now if you calculate here the time duration between the second year and the third year, so totally you will get it is 12 months, so it is nothing but 1 year. So here the time period it is going to be 1 year. So I can write here the difference between this. So I can take the second year 5556 minus 5292 into 100 divided by the preceding, here it is nothing but 5292 into the time duration, here we have 1. So if you subtract 5556.60 minus 5292, you are going to get 264.60 into 100 divided by 5292. If you simplify this value, what we are going to get here, we will get, if you multiply this 2 zeros, it will get cancelled. So 26460 divided by 5292. Okay, so here you have unit digit is 2. So here we have 0. So I can take, let me check with the fifth table. 5292 into 5. So 5 2s are 10, remainder 1, 9 5s are 45, 46 6, 4 remainder, 5 2s are 10, 10 plus 4 it is 14, remainder 1, 5 5s are 25, 26. So here 6 time it is possible, 5 time it is possible. So I can write here it is 5. So whenever you are finding the rate of interest is equal to 5%. Now here we have the second sub question. We need to find the original sum. Okay, the original sum we need to take here. Here the principal value sum, it is nothing but principal. Here the principal it is unknown, so I can take it as the principal is equal to x. Let x be the principal. Let x be the principal. So this is the amount in 2 years. It means that at the end of the second year amount value it is going to be this value 5292. It helps to find out the principal now. So first I am going to write here let x be the principal. Let x be the principal. Amount at the end of the second year is equal to amount at the end of the second year is equal to 5292 rupees. So based on this value we are going to find out the principal, the original principal. Now we are going to calculate here. We have principal is equal to x and the rate we found it is 5%, and we have here time period it is 1 year. Now we are going to calculate the values. So here first year compound interest is equal to P into R into T divided by 100. So the principal it is x into R it is 5 into 1 divided by 100. So 1 5 is 5, 20. So you will get x by 20. It is going to be the first year compound interest. Now we are going to find here amount. Amount is equal to, so the first year principal plus first year compound interest. So first year principal I have taken it as x, compound interest just now we found x divided by 20. So if you simplify here what we will get, the value 20 into x it is 20x plus x divided by 20. So it is nothing but 21x divided by 20. So this is the amount of the first year. Now here we are going to calculate the compound interest for second year. So for this condition what we need to take here, the first year amount it is going to be carry for the second year principal. So first year amount it is nothing but the second year principal, it is 21 divided by 20 into x you will get. So here just I am going to apply the formula. I will write here second year compound interest is equal to second year principal into rate into time divided by 100. So in this condition here we have second year principal it is 21x divided by 20 into rate it is 5 into 1 divided by 100. So 1 5 is 5, 4 5s are 20. So 21x divided by 100. Now the compound amount of the second year is equal to second year principal plus second year compound interest. So second year amount, here we have the principal value, it is
21x divided by 20 plus 21x divided by, here 21 divided by 4 is right, 4 into 100 you will get into 4. So here you will get 400. Now if you take LCM, what will you get here? To get here
400 I am going to multiply with the 20. So 21x into 20 plus 21x, here we have it is 400 and here also it is going to be 400. To get here 400, I have multiplied 20 both numerator and denominator. So numerator is this, denominator I have done already, 20 into 20 you will get 400. So here 42 1 to is 2, 2 to is 4, 42 0x plus 21x divided by 400. Now we know amount of the second year. So here what is the amount of the second year? It is 5292. It is given value, amount of the second year. If you further simplify this value, what we are going to get here? 5292. Now just I am going to add this 441x divided by 400 into 5292. Just I will shift this to the opposite side. So what we'll get here? 5292 into 400 divided by 441 is equal to x. Now further if you simplify this, what we'll get here? 441 into 12. Okay, when you take 12, 1 2 is 2, 4 2s are 8, 4 2s are 8, and 1 1s are 1, and 1 4s are 4, and here also 1 4s are 4, 2, and here it is 9, 12, 2 remainder 1, 5, 5292. So when you cancel this, here we are going to get the value as 1441 into 12 times it is possible. So here 12 into 400 is equal to x. So here we got x is equal to 12 into 400, it is nothing but 4800. Now therefore the rate of interest, this is the first sub question, the rate of interest is equal to 5%. Second sub question, we need to find out the original sum. The original sum is, or you can write it as the principal. The original sum or original principal is equal to rupees 4800. So this is the answer.